Myself, Dr. C.S. Jayanti Prasad. Kindly do subscribe my channel. Topics for this session: store and stores management, functions of stores management, objectives of stores management, nature and importance of stores, responsibilities of stores manager, customer service and its principles, after sales service concept and objectives, methods in after sales service, advantages after sales service. Actually, what is store and stores management? You can say store is a word called preserve or reserve the products or items as based on the demand or as based on the production, as based on the sales. The stores manager or stores management has to be done. Store and stores management. Store is a place where goods or items are reserved whenever required by production department will use it by the stores department. Store is a place where goods products are preserved. Storing the goods in a store is regarded as storage. It is also called as store keeping. Stores are not only used for stocking goods but also stores semi-finished goods, consumables, spare parts, etc. An effective management of stores lead to successful functioning of the organization. So I can say that stores leads impact role for the organization. Coming to the functions of store management. There are various functions of store management performed by the stores department are as follows. 1. Receipt. You can say receipt is sort of transaction which is going to be recorded in the books. Sort of the things, the equipments, the tools and other needed materials are maintained and record for them. Storage. Storage is sort of reserving the products or items or goods for the future use. I mean to say stores department is responsible for storing and preserving different items goods for future use. Coming to issue, I can say here stores department issue the required materials to the production department and fulfills the demand of consuming departments. So it's the main responsibility of stores department to issue the required materials whenever it is required by the production department because it has to satisfy the demand of the market. Scrap and surplus stock. Stores department tries to reduce obsolescence, scrap and surplus stock by managing, preserving and codifying the materials effectively. Codifying is going to give some sort of numbering, some sort of identifying the things in a systematical way. Housekeeping. I can say it's purely based on storage, protectiveness of the goods, safeguarding the goods. The stores department makes sure that the stores are maintained in a good condition for effective performance of functions like materials handling, receipt of material, storage of materials and issue of materials. So it is a process, it's a cyclic way that the housekeeping will maintain in a good systematic conditions of the products or the goods or the items by the stores department. Verification. Stores department makes sure that the stores are maintained in a good condition for effective performance of functions like materials handling, receipts of materials, storage of materials and use of materials. So verification is a process based on the performance, how to use the materials, how to distribute the materials, how to handle the materials will be done in this stage of verification. I can say it is a check process. Coming to objectives of stores management. There are certain objectives of stores management. To minimize cost of production through minimizing cost of materials. I can say that how to minimize the cost of production because minimization makes maximum outputs. To maintaining the value of materials. To protect goods available in storage against the losses in order to verify that the value of this credit is recorded accurately in the book. So whenever certain entries are being made in the book, there will be some sort of record by which we can estimate what is the availability of the goods in the storage so that we can avoid the losses. To make the goods available for on-time delivery wherever the transit is required or sort of requirement of the goods are there that has to be delivered in particular time. To provide low cost service of storekeeping to the sales and manufacturing department. To maintain the required materials in adequate quantities. So to maintain as a store's management, it has to maintain the adequate quantities, right, by through preserving the goods in a stores. To ensure that the unauthorized persons do not enter the stores. So there is some restriction that unauthorized persons should not enter into the stores. So authorized persons has to enter into the stores only. Next, coming to nature and importance of stores management. Nature of stores management. A storehouse is a building provided for preserving materials, stores and finished goods. The word store may be defined as the place where goods are kept. Storage deals with receiving the materials, storing it in stores and issuing them as per the requirements. So this has to be maintained by the stores management. How to maintain the products, how to maintain the goods, where to distribute it, at what time it has to be distributed. These things will come under the nature of stores management. Importance of stores management. Efficient storage management provides the following benefits. The materials can be accessed easily, which in turn helps in providing effective service to the user. The space can be used effectively. Based on the store allocation, the space can be very usefully used. It decreases the requirements for material handling equipment. The possibility of materials damage or pilferage can be minimized. Coming to responsibilities of store management. As a store manager, he has some certain responsibilities on the maintenance of the stores and how to deal with the items, how to secure the items, how to record the items. Such things has to be maintained by store manager. An individual responsible for managing the overall functioning of store is called a store manager. A store manager takes care of the day-to-day operations of the store and ensures maximum profitability for his store. This is the hierarchy of stores management. In top position, general manager will be there. Next, stores manager. Under him, all employees of the store, such as floor manager, cashier, department manager, assistant store manager. Like this hierarchy flows in a systematical way. Coming to the responsibilities of store manager. There are certain responsibilities which has to be maintained by the store manager. The stores manager need to carry out many functions. It is very challenging for a stores manager to manage a store. As obviously, because there are so many goods, so many items are there which has to be maintained in a particular systematic manner. If a store is offering wide range of products and have normal and part-time employees, then it will be very difficult for the stores manager to manage the stores. Then he need to use many managerial skills and competencies for handling such situations. There are certain roles and responsibilities of stores manager such as customer profiling, customer service, customer relationship management, value analysis, promotions, image development. So these are certain responsibilities of store manager. Let us see one by one. Customer profiling. I can say customer profiling is sort of understanding the needs of the customer. How much effectively we can satisfy the customer by building the relationship. Understanding the needs of customer effectively, building relationship with the customer. I can say collecting information from customers such as feedback regarding the product or the satisfaction level, focusing on group of customers. Conduct regular buyer programs, some sort of event, some sort of exhibition sort of thing, or some sort of activities has to be maintained, the programs. Performing telephone or mail surveys, always be in touch with the phone or mail surveys, get the feedback information or related products or services. Customer service, this is another sort of I can say responsibility of store manager is to have customer service is most important function of store operation. Store manager needs to provide training to employees, need to give authority to employees. Some sort of authority has to be given to employees to handle the things. Store manager should send personalized thank you notes to customers. It is some sort of hospitality. I can say it's sort of some sort of love or affection towards the customer. Store manager needs to collect feedback from customers. Next, coming to customer relationship management, I can say CRM. CRM is acting one of the important role today's scenario. All the organization members are responsible for CRM. Store manager needs to do some more services like check cashing, providing child care facilities, displaying goods. So these are some customer relationship management required things. Giving privilege and warranties on the goods purchased, etc. So always give some sort of warranty, some sort of privilege towards the customer. Value analysis. So it's an extra benefit towards the customer. The value addition activities performed by stores manager are includes conducting product awareness for customers, providing additional services, gift wrapping. These are certain values which has to be given to the customer. Promotions. I can say promotion are the activity which are regularly performed by increasing the sales of store. Promotions are the activities which are regularly performed for increasing in sales of stores. Appointing trainees for promotional activities, some sort of salespersons, some sort of sales promotional activities has to be done. Formulating a community oriented strategy, always form a strategical level to have a good promotions. Writing article for local newspaper, some sort of writing articles, publish articles in a newspaper regarding some sort of goods or some sort of advertisement sort of things. Image development. I can say here store manager performs the activities like visual merchandising sort of thing. For developing image, store manager performs the activities like advertising, employee communication, increasing depth and breadth of merchandise, direct mailing towards customers. So by this, some sort of image will be developed in the customer mind to pick up the product easily. Modifying store design. Next, coming to customer services and principles. So customer service based on sort of feedback, supportive, innovative, quality, excellent, and friendly. Customer service, the company may hold a different opinion about the customer needs and expectations when compared to actual customers' needs and expectations. There are certain requirements in a product service. Minimum cost to be minimized. Higher quality levels, quality has to be enhanced. greater service level, quick action of delivery. So time delivery, punctuality. So on time it has to be delivered whenever there is a demand. Greater consistency. There are certain customer requirements as follows. Satisfiers, I can say which the customers wants, and satisfying these requirements lead to customer satisfaction. Dissatisfiers, these are the requirements which the customer are expecting in the product or service. Exciters, I can say addition of new and innovative attributes to the product or service. Coming to principles adopted by retail organizations to deliver customer service. Service is one of the main role or core role before and after service is most essentiality for any organization. The strategic service concept helps in finding the present and emerging service requirements which are needed by customers. Customers also consider the factors like image of the store and level of service provided by the stores. I can say store loyalty. There are some principles which distinct service can be provided. So I can say that defining the key customers and understanding them. Firstly, understand the customers. Train employees to provide service. So always adequate training has to be given to employees to provide services to the customer. Motivating and rewarding employees. So in-house they have to motivate every employee and reward the employees based on time to time, based on their performance level, so that the employee will get boost skills, so that the employee will get initiatives to work more. Providing superior service. So superior service going to speak everything. Service going to give the result perfectly. Performance standards. Standardization can be made by the through performance levels. After sales service concept and objectives. Customer service are classified into pre-sales service and after sales service. So before and after sales service is most important factor for any organization. Pre-sales service include value augmenting services, training services, exhibitions and so on. So based on time to time exhibitions has to be conducted, training has to be given in-house like that. After sales service on the other side provides service such as installation, demo, maintenance, repair, etc. By which the customer will get satisfaction, by which the customer will appreciate the product, by which he will appreciate the brand, he will appreciate the organization. Such things will be coming from the customer angle. Objectives of after sales service. Repairs. Whenever there are certain repairs, it has to be maintained, it has to be made. Guarantee. Sort of guarantee period has to be given based on warranty. Customer service. Satisfying consumer. Methods in after sales service. There are certain methods or strategies which must be adopted to provide after sales service. By arranging service personnel when repair and maintenance is required, whenever product is out of order. So whenever the product is in some sort of trouble, in some sort of repair is being there, immediately the personnel has to be sent to the maintenance. Setting up service stations at different locations. Keep service stations at particular defining locations so that it is easily feasible for the customer to reach to the particular locations. Sending mechanic or engineer for removing any defect in product. So instant response should be there from the organization. Any sort of defect in the product arises, it has to be removed at that particular situations. By giving the customers the service coupons which can claim service warranty at any authorized service station. So this is some sort of motivation to the customer to give service coupons, so that the customers can go to the authorized service stations and repair the particular things or update the particular things sort of things. Focusing on product design via greater testing quality control. Advantages of after sales service. Customer satisfaction can be increased by offering after sales service which holds the following benefits. A satisfied customer would always speak good about the firms and its products. A satisfied customer would give less attention to the rivals' brands. After sales service enables the producer to develop long-term relationship with the customers. So thank you. Kindly like and subscribe my channel, Dr. C.S. Jayanti Prasad. In the coming sessions, we are going to look forward some more topics on retail management. Thank you.